Well, hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about street photography and in particular why it's really important that you shoot for yourself and not for other people. Hello, welcome. If you're new here, my name's Gary. I've been on YouTube for 8 years as a photographer, and I've been taking photos for a lot longer than that. And if you're returning, then hello, welcome back. It's good to see you guys. I hope you're well, and I hope you enjoyed the last video. Anyway, as I said in the description or in the title there, or in the introduction, that's the one. I want to talk to you a little bit today about why it's important to be yourself when you're doing street photography. And the reason that I'm doing this, the reason that I'm recording this video, is that just lately over the past say year or so, I've been consuming quite a lot of YouTube content from other street photographers, and it seems to me there's a little bit creeping in where you've got people telling you that you must do this and you must do that and you must take risks and you must get closer and you must be further away and you mustn't shoot black and white and you must shoot black and white and don't follow the crowd and don't be this and don't be that. It's getting on my nerves, to be quite frank. It's getting on my nerves. Now I know that people do this because it helps to get views. If you're controversial, you get views, and if you've got an opinion, you get views, and if you tell people that this is the absolute best way to do something, you get views. But I don't think it's helping. Personally, I don't think it's helping you guys. I don't think it's helping street photographers. Now, what is street photography, right? That's important, isn't it? Before we start talking about, how to do whatever, what is street photography? So street photography is loads of things. There's massive subgenres within the genre of street photography. You've got your minimalist geometrical photography where you're shooting urban landscape with someone in it, and you're focusing on the composition and the geometry of the buildings and everything else, that human element. I like to call it kind of almost urban landscape photography. And then you've got your storytelling, you've got your decisive moment photography where you're out there and you spot something, you see it, the interaction between two people, or the interaction between a person and their environment, or the interaction between the subject and the photographer. And that can make for a powerful image. And then you've got street portraiture where you actually approach the subjects on the street and you ask them if they want their photograph taken. And then you go and take them within their environment and maybe try and figure out a way that you can get that image of them that sums up the essence of what you see and who they are. And then there's more abstract work. There's more abstract work that involves perhaps slower shutter speeds, or involves reflections, or involves things that are not your standard street photography fare. And finally, perhaps, maybe you'd put this in the street photography category, maybe you wouldn't, then there's the architecture of the streets. There's just literally taking photos of the architecture, the buildings. And there's probably more. There's probably more that I've missed out. And I think more than any other genre, street photography has so many subgenres, and it's so difficult to actually say what it is, which is why I get annoyed when I watch these videos from people telling you not to do this and not to do that, and don't shoot like this and don't shoot like that, and you must be braver. You must go out there. You shouldn't feel comfortable as a street photographer. You should feel uncomfortable. You should feel uncomfortably close to people. You should feel that stress of the threat that maybe they're. No, look, I respect people who want to do that. That's up to them. But that's their choice. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to do it. Equally, the way where people will say, "Oh, I think that you should," or you shouldn't. You shouldn't be following the latest trends. You shouldn't be shooting these high contrast black and white images. These, like I said before, this minimalist geometry that seems to be the trend of the day. You shouldn't be shooting that. You shouldn't be following the crowd. You should do your own thing, do your own path, follow your own way. Don't listen to these people. It's boring. It's boring. I've seen people say it's boring. I see so much of it on Instagram. It's boring. I tell you what's boring. What's boring is what's boring to you. If you like shooting that, if you like following lots of, following the crowd, if you like, if that does it for you, then do it. And if you don't want to get up close and personal with someone, and you want to take a photo of someone across the road or whatever, do it. Do it for you. Don't worry about what other people want. And these people mainly who are telling you that this is the best way to do it are either looking to sell you a workshop or be controversial to get a load of views on YouTube. And I get that, right? I get that. I totally understand that. I understand that essentially this channel, this platform is a selling platform, right? Personally, not for me, right? But for a lot of people, it is. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If someone wants to come on and they want to sell you something, they want to sell you their influence, or they want to sell you their skills, or they want to sell you their opinion, then great. I totally get that. But that doesn't mean that you have to follow it. It doesn't mean that you have to listen to it. And this is where it kind of blurs for me. It blurs a little bit. I think that someone telling you something for their own benefit is not the same as someone telling you something for your benefit. So if someone is out there and they're telling you something, ask yourself, why are you telling me to do this a certain way? Why are you telling me to do something that's uncomfortable for me to do? Is it because you want to sell me your ability to make it more comfortable for me to do? Or is it, why is someone saying, don't do it this way, don't follow the crowd, do it this way? Is it because they want you to come to them to say, well, please tell me how not to follow the crowd? Or simply, is it because they just don't want you to do things that are popular? I don't know. But the point is, right, especially with street photography, is there isn't a right way to do it and there isn't a wrong way to do it. There's just your way to do it. All of the images that I've shown you in these little overlays while we've been talking, they're all my photography, all my street photography. And I don't think that you could pick a style out of that. I don't think you could say, oh, Gary is a whatever photographer. I might say he's a crap photographer perhaps, but Gary is a this photographer or Gary is a that photographer. I think that the only thing that you can get out of this is, or for me, the only thing you can say for me is I shoot what I want. I shoot what I want. I shoot what I enjoy. One day I might go out there and say, well, do you know what? I want to shoot with a 24mm. And I'm going to get wide and I'm going to do this. And the next day I might go out there and say, oh, do you know what I want to do today? I want to do some abstract. Or I want to do some black and white, some real high contrast black and white, focusing on the light and the shade. Or I want to do some real punchy colour stuff, Or I want to do some, more personal sort of, decisive moment stuff. I just do what I feel on the day. And I really think that if you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out on your creativity. You're missing out on, learning new styles. You're missing out on perhaps a whole new path, an avenue that you could go down that you're not currently going down. And so I'm not telling you to do that, by the way. I'm just telling you that that's what's helped me as a photographer. Diversifying my photography has helped me as a photographer. In the same way that I was a landscape photographer, shooting street is a totally different discipline. Shooting wildlife, again, totally different discipline. And it's helped me to learn how to use my camera in lots of different ways. And I think that coming over from one to the other has helped me. It's helped me to understand, for instance, landscape photography helps me to understand that geometrical images that I take in street photography. Street photography helps me to speed up my reactions for wildlife photography. All of these things are interlinked. They all work together. But when we go back to just talk about street, shoot for yourself. Shoot for yourself. That's just my advice. Don't listen to the external noise. Don't listen if someone tells you that this is the way to do it. Don't take it as gospel. Ask yourself why they're telling you this for a start. And ask yourself, is this something I want to do? I mean, I could give you my advice on going out and shooting and the best way to do it and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you've got to find your own way of doing it. You've got to find your own voice. You've got to find your own style and your own particular things that turn you on and make you enjoy it. Anyway, that's a bit of waffle, really. I'm not sure if the message got lost in there at all, and I'm not really sure what I was talking about for most of that, but hopefully my point came across, and hopefully you understand what I'm trying to get at. And I think the core thing that I'm trying to get out of here is, or get over to you, is just be you. Whatever you do in life, whatever you do in photography, just be you. Make it yours. Make it authentically yours, because there isn't a right way and a wrong way at all. And that nowhere more than street photography is that prevalent, is that a reality. There is no right way to do street photography. There is no wrong way to do street photography. There's only your way and other people's ways. And as long as you get out of it what you want, then that is the key. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that made some sense to you. It was a bit of a ramble, really, but I felt like I just wanted to get that off my chest a little bit and just express that to you, and I hope that I have done. I'll be back next time with another video, and like I say, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.